What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to talk about the Arduino Explorer and how to communicate with MATLAB using serial communication. I'm going to make a very quick video how to do a quick sketch and quick sample how to do this. Okay, to start with, what you're going to do is first open your Arduino program. What you're going to do is we're going to use the sample that comes on the sketches, and make sure you have the Explorer. You go to beginners and we use the blink. And this is the code that comes in. And before you upload it, make sure you have the right port selected and the right board selected. If you can see here, I got 16 and 1. Well, which one is the right one? You see, just go to your computer, go to Device, Managers, and find out which one it is. I'm opening my Device Managers. I go to my ports, and so you see, it's on 16. Okay, so once we have that figured out, go ahead and upload it. If everything goes well, 0 errors, the sketch should upload to your Arduino Explorer. Done uploading, okay, you should be seeing some LEDs flashing, the RGB light LED on your Explorer, and it should be something similar to this. Okay, very simple. The reason why I'm using the Explorer today is because it has many built-in inputs that I like. The more you play with this Explorer, the more you start to like it. For example, you know, temperature sensor, linear potentiometer, push button, joystick, buzzers. It has a bunch of things that you could play with. Okay, back to the program. So once you have that available, once you upload it, you make sure it works. What we're gonna do is communicate serial through to the MATLAB. There's many websites that teach you how to do this. One of the ones that I found out on the internet is this website here. Let me make sure that you guys can see the full address. There's the full address. I found this website just by doing a quick Google search, and it should be this guy right here. Very interesting website. I like it very much. Very neat, very easy to follow. I like it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna copy his sample, the sample that's in the website, and we're gonna just modify it a little bit to make it work for this sample. We're gonna do is we're gonna copy this sample, copy. What we're gonna do is we're gonna open a new sketch, and I'm gonna go ahead and delete this and paste the sketch. And I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the sample file, and we're gonna modify this one real quick. Let me just go over the sample file. It's very easy to follow. If you don't know what's going on, this is a special library for the Explorer, the Arduino Explorer, and then what it's doing here is just going through a loop, changing from one color to another. And you know, if you see there's 3 values that you could change, and whatever that number it's there will translate to a color. How do you know what color? Well, there's many websites that give you what RGB color it is. For example, this one, and what you do is just do a simple Google search, RGB colors. And if you really want to know what the color gray is, so this gray here, then it'll be 224, 224, 224. Okay, very easy enough. Back to the sample. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna grab the code that I just copied from the website, and I'm gonna modify it to do some of this stuff. So since we're not using this pin 13, we're gonna delete that. We're not gonna use that. We're not gonna use that. Okay. We're gonna keep this guy there just for kicks, but you can modify it to whatever you like. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna need this library, so I'm gonna go copy this from the sample file and paste it here. What we're doing is starting the setup, and what we're doing here is beginning the communication speed, the baud rate. And if you ever want to know what speeds are available to you, what you're going to do is you could do a simple search on Arduino baud rate, and here it is. Here are the different baud rates you could talk to the Arduino through serial communication, and the sample is using 9600. This is pretty much the standard out there. This is pretty safe, pretty stable, pretty robust speed. So once again, yeah, we begin the serial communication at this speed, and we go to the main program. If serial dot available is greater than 0, then you know there's a chance there's communication. What we're gonna do is then it's gonna grab the value from this guy. You know, you could name this whatever you like. Let's just change it to A, but you don't have to do this. So A equals to serial dot read. So A will become whatever it's reading from MATLAB. And what we're gonna do is if it's 100, we're not gonna do this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the sample and we're gonna copy this guy. So if A equals 100, we want the LED to turn red. And if A is 101, instead of turning off the LED that was in the previous program, we want the LED to turn green. So I'm going to go and copy this line and put it here. That's it. Simple as that. We're just going to do this real quick. And let's just do this guy 1, and we're going to do this guy 2. Go ahead and upload it. I'm not going to save it. Hit compile. And like I said, we haven't done anything special here. We just pretty much modified the sample from the website, and instead of turning on and off an LED, we just made the RGB light from the Explorer change colors from red and green. Okay, so now that we're done with the Arduino, let's go move to MATLAB. Now, once again, if you go back to that website, go down, and it gives you instructions how to communicate, establish communications with the Arduino. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna copy this. I'm gonna paste it here. We're gonna press enter. Once that's done, what we're gonna do is, and this is another syntax how to do it, but let's follow the website. This is the next slide. It's gonna go on. I'm gonna go ahead and paste it. And if you notice here, this was created. And ooh, see what happened there? I messed up. See this line right here? What COM is it? It's COM 16. Then we're gonna go again to F open, and then we shouldn't have an error now. Good, see? Alright, so the next time it's a for loop. I'm gonna paste it here. 0 to 10, this is kind of too much. 0 to 5, we'll do that. Hit enter, and then we're gonna copy the next line. Serve value is going to equal the user input. Enter the value of 100. You know this is not true because we modify. You know it's going to be 1 for red and 2 for green. Okay, go ahead and press enter, and then at the end, copy this guy, paste it here. Hit enter, and then type N. Once we do that, it says enter the value 1 for red and 2 for green. So if I press 1, you should see the red on your Explorer. If you press 2, you should see it change to green, and it does that. Once again, I'm going to change it to 1 red, 2 green, and if you notice, I've done this 4 times. So the 5th time, once I do it one more time, it should get off that loop, and the program is done. Pretty easy. Just say that. Okay, so after you've done that, and you want to make some changes to your Arduino code, what you got to do is properly close the port from your MATLAB. If you don't do this, the port's going to stay open through MATLAB, and it's going to give you all sorts of errors. So the proper way to do this, we got to delete that serial, and if you see here, we got to do this guy and this guy. I'm going to copy those 3 lines, I'm going to paste it, and we should be good to go. So if I go back here to this guy and I try to upload it, cancel, it should load again, no problem. It should free up the USB communication, serial communication. If you don't do this right here, you will have all sorts of errors. Let me show you what happens. Once again, what I'm doing is just pressing the up arrow. So see 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. So see, I'm gonna leave it this way, and I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna go back to my Arduino and try to upload it, cancel, and see what happens. Bam, see this? You get all these errors because you still have it open here, your serial communication and MATLAB, and you did not close it properly. Once you do this, you're done. What you got to do is just restart your computer to free up that USB port, because after that it's pretty hard to find that USB port. Well, hope this helped.